And TVC News correspondent Uche Okoro joins us now for update from Rivers State. Uche, give us the situation report from Rivers State in terms of this sit-at-home directive. All right, joining us now, we do not have our correspondent Uche Okoro at the moment. When we do, we'll bring you updates from Rivers State. But let's talk to the Executive Director of RULAAC, Okey Nwagunma, who joins us to look at the security issues. Good to have you join us, Okey Nwagunma.
No, I'm happy to be here.
Let's start by getting your reaction to the killing of the APC chieftain, Ahmed Gulak, and what that tells you about the security situation in the country.
The killing of Gulak is a very sad development, very unfortunate. It's condemnable, and it shows how fast Nigeria is descending to anarchy. And the activities of hoodlums in the southeast, but Imo State in particular, has become a serious cause for concern. I have also noted that the police have said they have killed all the people who were suspected to have been responsible for that killing. But I think it is important that the police should, look further, because it seems that there is some level of doubt about, the statement issued by the police. They are thinking that this killing may be politically motivated, and it is important that all the angles are looked at without necessarily zeroing their minds to IPOB. I know that IPOB has been constituting some nuisance in the southeast, and they need to stop. But I also think that security agencies should be very, thorough in their investigation, so as to arrive at the truth of what really happened, rather than acting with some fixation. That is what I need to say. But security, no doubt, bandits have been terrorizing the southeast in Imo State in particular. But security agents also need to show the difference by not going outside the code of conduct for law enforcement officers by using extreme brute force, which seems to lead to some casualties, including people who have nothing to do with the criminality in the states.
But we can also tell that in the past few months, we've seen the attack on police facilities and police personnel, which has led to the death of some police officers. Many would say that this has also affected the police operations in the southeast and its capability to handle, or its capacity to handle this crisis. What do you make of the ability of the police to handle the current situation in the southeast?
Yeah, the constant attacks on police personnel and infrastructure in the southeast and in Imo State in particular is very condemnable, and no doubt it has led to, weakening and weakening the capacity of the police to respond to crime, and it has also put them in a situation where they feel insecure. They are now operating with fear, and under that state of mind, what you expect is that at the slightest issue, they pull the trigger. So they are in a situation where they are now trying to defend themselves, and that is part of why you're seeing the excessive killings, indiscriminate killings, arrests, and all the rest. I think that these bandits must give way. and allow peace to reign in Imo State. They should stop the attacks on police stations, stop the killings on soldiers, because that is what is leading to all these reprisals we're seeing now. The people who are bearing the brunt are the ordinary citizens who need peace, who deserve peace, and who ought to go about their business without molestation and without fear. I think that the military and police authorities should also ensure that at all times law enforcement agents operate with care to ensure that they don't kill innocent people who they are supposed to protect. And by the way, and talking about IPOB and their declaration of sit at home, my view is that yes, the whole issue about Biafra is a history that we cannot be wished away, but I do not think that any group has a right to compel people to stay at home. People may stay at home if they wish to do so, but they must not.
Just Mr. Gulak, I do have, sorry, just allow me put you on hold for a minute. I need to get to a correspondent in Port Harcourt to get the situation report from there. Uche, what more can you tell us about the sit-at-home directive and the compliance in Rivers State?
In Rivers State, everyone was expecting to see how it was going to play out, because there's been an ongoing, if they like to call it, a face-off between the Rivers State government and the indigenous people of Biafra. Several times the group has come out to say that Port Harcourt is part of the territories that are supposed to be under the Biafra, under Biafra, as it were. But the Rivers State government has always been vehemently opposed to that, saying that they will not be a part of any effort to break this country into bits and pieces, saying they remain committed to the unity of Nigeria. So based on that, over the years, the tough stance of the government over the years, there was a lot of anticipation to see how this was going to play out in Rivers State. But I've been on the streets of Port Harcourt. I've been to a couple of strongholds, in quotes, of the group here in Port Harcourt, and I can tell you that business is going on pretty much as usual. If shops are closed, from my analysis, I would say 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 15 shops are shops. But generally, 99.5%, I would say that compliance has been really poor or not at all. Because, like I said, for my estimates, about maybe 2 out of 15 shops closed, 1 out of 10 shops closed, indicating that business has been going on as usual. So that's the situation in Port Harcourt. Rivers State government has always had a tough stance. You would recall that in 2017, there was a time in 2017 when about 32 members of the indigenous people of Biafra were remanded by the court in Port Harcourt. They were charged with a number of offences, which range from murder, treasonable felony, armed robbery, destruction of property, and physical assault. So yes, in Rivers State, they've had quite a lot of agitation here in Rivers State over the years, but they've been met also with a very strong political will of the government to ensure that their agitations do not see the light of day.
All right, Uche, thank you so much for bringing